924. Classic D'Angelo. People say she'll be on Twitch. Ryan Kevin Morning Show with Wanda Smith. They're saying there's going to be a song release with D'Angelo, Mary J. Blige,
I know,
and Michael Jackson.
Yes, I read that.
Did,
I don't understand.
well, I can't wait to hear it.
I'm confused.
You won't be confused if you go to the Women Leadership Expo. It is going to be going on this weekend at the Hilton Atlanta, which is right next door at Cortland.
Yes.
Yeah, historic hotel. And we have some special guests in the studio. I'm going to let you introduce the very special guest, but then you can tell everybody who you are.
Wonderful. Our special guest, can you hear me? Wonderful. Our special guest is a lady that really needs no introduction. Many people have her book. She is a New York Times bestseller. Thank you. A New York Times bestseller. She has a movie that's coming out. She actually is helping several other authors. She's a publisher make it to their acclaim. And I want to introduce to some and present to others the beautiful, awesome, anointed Zane.
Yeah! Sex Chronicles. Addicted. Shame on it all. The heat seekers. Nervous. And the list goes on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
I know.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
So when you decide to be a part of this Women's Leadership Expo, what's your message? Because there's going to be a ton of people that got job fair, entrepreneurship, because I'm sure I get probably maybe 4 books a week from people who say they are self-published and want to be where you are. What do you say to these people at these type of events who want to do what you do?
Well, the first thing is to never give up and never let anybody else define your future for you. People only have power over you that you authorize them to have. And I think a lot of people give up right before they make it. And I believe that faith plays a great part in whatever people do, that and being proactive, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. And that's why I think that this expo is such an amazing concept, because it's going to help women in particular who may feel stagnant, and whether in fear or just being overwhelmed with life, try to really pull it together and figure out the blueprint to success. And I think that's really an amazing thing that Sabrina McKenzie is doing.
Wow, that's awesome. I received a book a couple of days ago. We were at McDonald's doing a live broadcast, and a sister walked over to me and she handed me a book, a children's book, really nice book. And she said, I spent about maybe $6,000. She said, now I need to know, how do I get it in Kmart? How do I get it in Walmart? How do I get it, in the different bookstores? And I think, are you all going to be telling women or men or, other people how they can move forward?
Well, that's actually not why I'm here this weekend. I'm here because I'm actually receiving an award for
so you won't
being
talk
in the
about
arts.
that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sabrina, let me ask you about high heels and high standards. What is that about?
Basically, it's an assumption when you are of Christian faith, especially when you're in a ministry, pastoring, etc., that there's a look that people deem you should have that makes you look more holy or makes you look more spiritual. And I just didn't come from that generation that, I felt like wearing a long skirt made me more or closer to God. And so I wanted to talk to women who are of a generation who are coming out, who love the Lord, who want to be intimate, who have their own relationship, but they also like high heels. They also like to get glammed up. They also like their eyelashes, but it doesn't negate who they are. It doesn't negate their character. So that's what high heels and high standards is about. It talks about character and integrity at its highest level of business, but also being who you are.
Right. Because, we've seen that happen. The Mary picture of one of the sisters had on an outfit, and then Megan Good. Megan Good, when she married the pastor, they was like, your wardrobe was supposed to change because, why do people think they're supposed to be a certain way? Like, you can't like that stuff anymore.
You know what's so ironic? Zane and I were having a conversation at the hotel last night, and she said that most times when people judge, it's a sign of insecurity. And I also think just people's own tradition, it keeps them. And the Bible says tradition stifles religion. It stifles you. It keeps you in bondage. And truth be told, many of the people that were telling us to dress a certain way ended up pregnant with long skirts. So it has nothing to do, you know, with your look. And quite honestly, certain jobs in the entertainment industry specifically, it mandates a certain style, a certain swag, if you would say. And so I just think, you know, let people be themselves. And if they have a relationship with God, then God will guide them on what to do and how to look and how to be. But you can still be who you are and love God.
Before we go to break, Zane, I have to ask you about Addicted. Shot here in Atlanta. When's it going to hit the theaters? And hopefully you'll come back and let us do a preview or something.
It will be in theaters 10/10/14. It was shot here in Atlanta, and it stars Tasha Smith, Sharon Lill, and Sharon has a hard job because she's in lust with Boris Kojo, Tyson Beckford, and William Levi all at the same time.
Okay.
Kat Graham from the Vampire Diaries, Maria Howe from the NBC series Revolution, and a whole lot of other people. I'm really excited about it, and I hope that people come out and support it.
Well, congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
Because we know you do big things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and your catalog speaks for itself.
And my next book is The Other Side of the Pillow that comes out on August the 5th.
Oh,
all right.
The other
These
side of
titles,
the pillow.
yeah,
Pillow.
these titles, yeah.
All right. There you go. 9:30. That is Zane and Sabrina McKenzie, of course. It's going on this weekend. How about we got tickets right now to the EPIC Women Leadership Expo with Congressman John Lewis, Pastor Sabrina McKenzie right now. If you want to go, 741-WVE. Tickets are only $10 at the Hilton Atlanta Downtown Hotel, 255 Cortlandt Street. Call in right now. We'll give you a pair of tickets. Sabrina, right? That's good? We can do that?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Zane, always great to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back.
Ladies.
We know you got some Atlanta roots from Benjamin E. Mays back in the day.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the people at Mays right now. Zane and did it big, y'all. She's going to buy y'all a whole entire new school. 303.